Today we're going to talk about screencasting, which is actually recording your screen and your voice, and when you're finished you have a video. You'll find that most of the videos that are posted to YouTube are created in this way, especially when they're talking about whether it's a game or something, some kind of application on your computer. They are actually recording the screen. So right now I have a new tab open in Google Chrome, and one of my extensions up here is called Screencastify. So if I click on this, the first time I did it, I had to set up my account, which meant I had to log into Google if I wasn't already logged in, and I had to answer a few other questions, like allowing it to use my camera and my microphone, which I accepted. If you don't accept it, it's probably not going to work. So the second time you open it, you will come up, and every other time after that, it will look like this. Notice you can record a tab, your desktop, or your actual camera. You have some options here with your audio, and it's automatically selected my microphone. I can click here and go to exactly which one I'm using, but it's already picking up what I'm doing, so I'm going to leave it as that. I can enable my webcam if I want to, and I can show a preview window. This preview window actually is in the bottom right, and it will show you what it is that you're actually recording. So if you see it and it's not showing what you want to record, that gives you an indication that you need to stop and maybe change some settings or something. So, all right, so when I hit record desktop, it's going to ask me, do I want to record the entire screen of screen 1, or do I want to do the entire screen of screen 2, which is my laptop screen. I can also look at application windows, and so I could look at these different things. These are tabs and things. This is actually the tab that I'm working in, and so I could actually record just what's going on in that tab. So I'm going to do that. I could have just done my entire screen. And it gives you a 3, 2, 1 countdown, which it does audibly, so you'll hear it, and it is now recording what I am saying, okay? So what I'm actually doing in order to screencast this for you is I had to use another screencasting program to screencast Screencastify. And so now I am actually running 2 screencasting programs, which is kind of weird. So anyway, it's very, very easy to use. When you're done, you notice there's a little red dot now in the little extension that's up here. And so I'm going to come up here and click, and then I can click either pause or end recording. And so I'm going to click end recording. Okay, so this is the video that I recorded. It gives you the 3, 2, 1 countdown. That's when it started. It's going to show me here that it uploaded to my Google Drive, and that's one of the questions it asks you when it starts up, is whether you want to save it to Google Drive or save it to your desktop or to your computer. And so I opted to have it sent to my Google Drive. I can now copy the link if I want to. It shows me again that it's stored on Drive, the date and the time, and approximate time for the actual video. It was 50 seconds. So that's it. I mean, it is that easy. So if you want to go see it, you can click on here. You can then take it and put it into an editing program, or you can just turn it in or give it to your students. You don't really have to do anything to it. We're also going to look at another program. I'm going to have to switch gears here, so you'll kind of see an edit in between them. Okay, we're moving on to looking at Screencast-O-Matic. This is the program that I use most of the time to actually do my screencasts when I'm recording for the Kate video channel that's on YouTube. I started with this and I just really like it, and other things have come out after that, like Screencastify, Nimbus, and a few others, but this is what I typically use. So for Screencast-O-Matic, this is the free account that you're looking at. Kate does own a pro account. It is under the Kate email address. The pro account gives you unlimited recording time, and that's really the biggest difference. With a free account, you get 15 minutes, and when the 15 minutes is done, it stops recording. And so I have found in the past that occasionally I go over the 15 minutes or I need to record longer, and so the pro account works for me. It is $15 a year. It really isn't that big a deal. Notice that I can record my screen. I can record just my webcam, or I can record both. My maximum time will be set to 15 minutes, and it will stop when it reaches that time. I have set my screen size to 1080p, mostly because the way that Screencastify works is it will record either the tab or the entire screen. So in order to record everything that was on the screen that had to do with Screencast-O-Matic, I went with recording the entire desktop. And so I decided to go ahead and make the screen big enough by using 1080p so that you could actually see what I'm doing. If it was 720, it would record a smaller part of the screen, so you'd reduce the size of everything. But a lot of videos that are created by people use the 720p, not the 1080. 1080 is a bigger file, but I also edit my files when I'm finished with them. A lot of times when you use this with students, you would not have them edit the file. You just have them record whatever it is you want them to record on their screen and explain their process, explain their thinking, and then just turn it in. So 780p is perfect for that. Even 480 would be fine. You'll notice that on narration, you're seeing the green bars moving up and down. That indicates that my microphone is picking up my voice. If I click on the little arrow here, it's going to go out and find all the recording devices I have available. I have set this up so that it uses the default, and the default is in my system preferences. I'm on a Mac, and so if I pick the blue snowball, then it picks up my audio from there. And if I go to system preferences and I change it to, I have a headset with a microphone, if I change it to that, it will pick up that. So this works best for me. All right, so under preferences, I've never actually gone in and changed any of these. So I would just leave them the way they are, but there are some things you can play with and see if that, works for you. All right, so we are going to look at recording. You'll notice that there's a black and white box around my screen. This is the area that it's going to record when I use Screencast-O-Matic. It marks off what the 1080p is recording, and you can move that box around by grabbing this arrow here and sliding it to get the part of the screen that you want to get. And so that really is helpful as well. To resize it, you can grab these little white tabs. There's one in the corner up here, and I can pull it in, and you can do whatever you want. I just typically leave it at the default where it shows me. So, all right, so there also are drawing tools. I've not really messed with these, and it seems like when I open them that the recording goes away. So you might want to start recording. Like I said, I've not played with them. Start the recording first, and then see if you can open the drawing tools. So, and the other thing you have is cancel if you actually want to cancel everything you're doing. So we're going to hit record, and it's going to count down 3, 2, 1, and then I usually wait another second, and then I start recording. The reason for this is because when I edit, sometimes I want to cut and take something out, and it just makes it easier if I put a transition in there. You need some time, and so that's the way I do it. So I'm going to hit record, and you'll see the 3, 2, 1 countdown on my screen, and now it is recording everything that I do on the screen. And so, if I opened a new tab, it's going to show the opening of the new tab. If I go up here and choose one of my extensions, it would show that. Anything that I do on my screen with moving my mouse, typing anything, and opening and closing, moving things around is going to be recorded. It will also record my voice as I'm talking to you. So, let's say that we're done. We come down here and I can hit pause, and my little toolbar down here changes a little bit. It tells me how long I recorded. Notice I can go back and record again. I could have hit, I did hit pause. I can preview what I've recorded already. I can move back and forth, step forward, step back. I have my little drawing tools here, and I have my trash can. If I don't like my video, I know I've really screwed up, I can trash it and start over. If I'm done, which I am, I'm going to click the done button, and it's going to open where I can actually see the recording, and it's calling it this is recording 129 that I've done. And so I'm going to go to save as a video file. I want to save it as an MP4. although you can change the different type. When I click on file name, it allows me to change the name, and I can choose the folder. It will show me the most recent file folders that I've put it into, or I can click on browse. And so I'm going to go here to the folder for the class that I'm teaching. The cursor, I can change that as well. And then I can change the quality. When I hit publish, it's going to start rendering the video. I can continue that in the background so I can go on and do something else. If I want to record something else, I can come up here to record. It's going to open up the toolbar again to start my recording, and I can just go ahead and do another recording. So it has published my video. It was only 34 seconds, so it didn't take long. It really doesn't take long to render on this. So that's it. That's all you have to do to use Screencast-O-Matic. So if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. My email is pdepriest, DEPRIEST, @murraystate.edu. Have a great day, and thank you for watching.